じいちゃんが残してくれたたった一つの形見なんだぞ。女だってされちゃダメなんだ。見ろ、ピカピカ光ってなんだか嬉しそうに喋ってるみたいだ。こんなの初めてだ。しょうがない、教えてあげちゃおうかな。ふれ、あ、じいちゃんだ。お前じいちゃん2人いたのか。これはじいちゃんじゃなくてドラゴンボール。ドラゴンボール？あんた一緒にボール探しを手伝ってよ。女には優しくしろっておじいさんに言われてたんでしょ。ボール探しをか？どうせここにいても暇なんでしょ。男だったらいろんなとこ行って修行しなくっちゃ。修行すればじいちゃんみたいに強くなれるかな。当たり前よ。あんたなんかこの山ん中しか知らないんでしょ。海なんて見たことないでしょ。他にも人がいっぱい住んでる町もあるし、恐竜や化け物にも出会うわよ。面白そうだな。行ってみようか。
よーし、みんな行くぞ。おい、
大神官様、第7宇宙戦士たちが揃いました。
了解しました。
みんな頑張ってね。
この地球の、いや、この宇宙の運命はあいつらにかかっている。
頼んだわよ、みんな。
Hi everyone, Tony here, and welcome to a more somber episode of Super Saiyan Review Super Saiyan. Today we'll be taking a look at episode 116 of Dragon Ball Super, the comeback Omen, Ultra Instinct's Great Explosion. Did the big showdown between Ultra Instinct Goku and Kafla deliver? Let's get right into the episode recap and find out. Goku has managed to reawaken his Ultra Instinct form. He powers up and tells Kafla that she can't beat him anymore, but Kafla does not seem threatened and actually smirks and seems amused by the challenge that stands before her. We get all of the usual reaction shots from the other fighters on the battlefield and the onlookers from the outside. Jiren does not seem phased and continues to do his meditation. Frieza seems to get off a little bit every time Goku powers up, which is just like creepy. Whis mentions that it was Kafla's great power that was able to awaken the Ultra Instinct form in Goku, which is different from the last time he used the form, which was a result of the ki from his Genki Dama. So it seems that this form, at least for the time being, is not traditional in the sense that Goku doesn't really control when he transforms, but instead it's his opponent or an outside factor being powerful enough to wake it up from inside of him. That's a pretty interesting little twist on the formula that we've seen for transformations so far. Kafla transforms into a Super Saiyan 2, so at this point I wouldn't be surprised if we just see these two continue to transform back and forth in each other's faces for the next 450 episodes. Piccolo believes that each of them transforming is bringing out more power in the opponent, so at least they're self-aware of the cycle that we've been seeing for the last 3 episodes, where the two of them have just been basically one-upping each other back and forth through different transformations. Kafla attacks, and holy hell does the animation look really good here. It's really fluid, and I'm happy they aren't crapping out on the animation budget for these Ultra Instinct Goku appearances. In my opinion, the #1 way to make something in Dragon Ball feel special is by using awesome animation. And conversely, the easiest way to make something feel lame is by using poor animation. Champa is having a little meltdown on the sidelines. He's yelling like, "What's the point of the Potara fusion if you're still gonna lose?" And then out of nowhere, the Kaioshin from Universe 6 gets up and he starts having a meltdown as well. This dude literally hasn't said a word for like 50 episodes, so it was pretty funny to see this guy just get all worked up for like out of nowhere. Now this is a really interesting little scene here. Vegeta has a flashback to when Whis lectured him and Goku way back in episode 18 of Dragon Ball Super. Whis mentioned that their speed was too slow and that their senses are holding them back. It would appear that he was referring to Ultra Instinct this whole time, and now Goku has attained that speed that Whis was talking about. Goku lands a punch on Kafla that sends her flying, but she comes right back, laughing and taunting Goku, calling his attacks weak. But Goku is just getting warmed up. Just after the eye catcher ends, we cut to Jiren sensing Goku's power. He wakes up right away and jumps alongside the Pride Troopers. He probably didn't expect to see Ultra Instinct Goku come back in this tournament. Meanwhile, Goku attacks Kafla with a ridiculously fast attack and hits her with the Kenshiro-style flurry of punches. Goku seems to be completely in control, but we see him start to breathe heavily and his body is like throbbing. It looks like he won't be able to hold the form for much longer, and if he's going to finish Kafla off, it'll have to be with his next attack. Kafla at this point is now pretty frustrated with herself and begins to power up even more. She starts shooting out ki blasts in all different directions as she's powering up. The insert song from episode 110 called Ultimate Battle actually starts playing at this point, and that's awesome because insert songs are always awesome. Kafla focuses her attacks on Goku himself and manages to chop off a strand of Goku's luscious Ultra Instinct hair. Goku continues to dodge all of these ki blasts, and at this point they're shooting so quickly that they look straight out of one of those bullet hell games. At the same time that he's dodging all these blasts, he's actually charging up a Kamehameha at the same time. And then something happens that is quite possibly one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in Dragon Ball. Kafla charges up and fires one giant, large ki beam at Goku, and Goku dodges it by flipping forward, and he basically rides up the blast with the ki he has charged in his hands. It's hard to really explain, but if you saw it, and I hope you did, it was incredible. He reaches Kafla this way and she's wide open. So Goku lets loose with the full power Ultra Instinct Kamehameha, and Kafla is sent flying. Her Potaras are destroyed, and at long last, Kafla and Caulifla are eliminated from the Tournament of Power. As you'd probably expect, Kale is sad and Caulifla is pissed. Nico Robin tells Champa that the only two warriors we have left are the two Namekians, and Champa's like, oh my god, we are so screwed. We're done, fam, we're done. Dispo warns Jiren that Goku is becoming more powerful as he becomes more comfortable with his Ultra Instinct form, but Jiren just stands there in silence. Meanwhile, Goku falls to one knee and powers down into his base form. We cut to Vegeta at this point and get the most Vegeta-ass Vegeta line of all time, where he's basically just standing there going, Ultra Instinct, huh? If Kakarot can do it, then so can I, yeah. Screw you, Kakarot. Whis explains that Goku has learned how to dodge efficiently in the Ultra Instinct form, but he's still thinking too hard when he actually attacks. Until he learns how to attack unconsciously, his attacks will be weaker in comparison. 17 minutes remain in the Tournament of Power, and the episode comes to an end. We only got about 10 seconds of 17 and 18 in this episode, but luckily, looking at the next episode preview, it seems like next week's episode will focus on Ribrianne and the rest of the Universe 2 warriors taking on Android 17 and 18. Okay, so with that recap out of the way, let's get to some overall thoughts on the episode. I have to say that I think this episode was really, really good. I continue to be impressed with how the team behind Super has been handling these big moments in the series so far. Episode 110 with the debut of Ultra Instinct was one of the finest episodes of Dragon Ball that I've ever seen, and made the new Ultra Instinct form feel special right from the beginning. Since then, we've had some inconsistent quality in a few episodes. There were also some really awesome episodes, like episode 114 for example, but a lot of people, myself included, were getting a little bit tired of this Caulifla versus Goku fight, and it felt like it was starting to drag. 116 marks the fourth and final episode of this fight, and I'm really glad that they chose to finish it here. Definitively, no shenanigans, both Caulifla and Kale were eliminated, and that is that. There was no way Ultra Instinct Goku was gonna lose this fight, especially after he kinda got his ass kicked the first time around by Jiren, and my god did he win this fight. Like, I swear, that Kamehameha was literally one of the coolest moments in Dragon Ball Super so far. Easily. Like, it was incredible. So even though this fight dragged at times, overall, looking back on it now, I think the fight between Caulifla and Goku overall was really entertaining, especially now that we have the ending to look at here. Now, I've already seen some Caulifla and Kale fans disappointed that Kafla lost in her first big fight, and she didn't even get any eliminations in this tournament. And I don't think they should be too worried, and here's why. If these last 4 episodes taught me anything, it's that Caulifla is definitely going to be one of the big players going forward in Dragon Ball Super. You don't just give a character this kind of focus unless you have plans with her going forward. Caulifla, Kale, and Kafla will all be back, I'm certain of that. As for her performance, think back to when Gotenks made his first appearance. You have this badass new fusion character that the arc was building towards for all these episodes. He finally makes his big debut, the fusion's a success, and he gets destroyed by Majin Buu. Like, it's not even close. Because Goten and Trunks were still young and dumb, and they had no experience with fusion. It wasn't until they trained in the Room of Spirit and Time and attained Super Saiyan 3 that they were able to do some serious damage. So compare the debut of Kafla to the debut of Gotenks. In comparison, Kafla was like a monster. She was kicking Goku's ass all over the place. So even though she lost in the end, I think it was a great first impression. And now Caulifla has a goal to chase. She wants to defeat Son Goku, and she'll stop at nothing to attain that goal. She'll be back, guys, trust me. So while that was the main focus of the episode, there were a lot of cool little things going on as well with some of the supporting cast. First off, Frieza is way too excited to see Goku transform into Ultra Instinct. I think there's definitely some kind of subplot going on here with Frieza. For most teammates, it would make sense for them to be excited and happy to see Goku attain this powerful form. But Frieza? Nah, he's way too evil for that. He's planning something. Something mischievous, no doubt. We also got some great shots of Vegeta this episode reacting to Ultra Instinct Goku. It looks like pissed off Vegeta trying to catch up to Goku is back. They've been pretty even for a while here in Dragon Ball Super, but now Goku has clearly pulled ahead. It would be pretty crazy to see Vegeta actually find a way to gain Ultra Instinct during this tournament arc, but like I've said before, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if it actually happened. And I still fully expect Ultra Instinct Vegito to make an appearance at some point, so it's gonna happen eventually. Finally, we have Jiren, who is awake once more after sensing the insane power of Ultra Instinct Goku. Now, with Jiren back in action, the writers are going to have to do one hell of a job giving us a plausible reason why Jiren shouldn't just fly to Goku's ass right now, as he's like completely out of stamina, and just eliminate him immediately with one punch. All I could think of is maybe Vegeta will jump in to hold Jiren off, and maybe in that fight he'll actually attain Ultra Instinct. Or maybe Gohan tries to hold him off. Or maybe someone else entirely from another universe jumps in to fight Jiren. That would probably be my preferred scenario, honestly. I think someone needs to shine from one of these other universes besides 7 and 6 and I guess 11. Moving forward, we'll finally be able to focus on some other characters on the battlefield besides Goku, Caulifla, and Kale. We know from the next episode preview that the next episode will focus on 17, 18, Ribrianne, and some of the other Universe 2 fighters. At long last, it'll be 17's time to shine in the tournament. At least I hope so. If he gets eliminated next episode, that would be pretty much the worst thing ever. And I'm going to complain about it. Big time. Also, poor Universe 6. They only have 2 fighters left in the tournament, the two Namekians, Saunel and Pilma. I hope they have an opportunity to shine in at least one of these upcoming episodes, you know, before they fuse with Piccolo. So I just wanted to quickly mention that after the next episode preview aired for this episode, the broadcast version of episode 116 actually included a brief tribute to Hiromi Tsuru, which was not included with the Crunchyroll version of the episode. So the tribute reads as follows. Hiromi Tsuru-san, who voiced the character Bulma in the Dragon Ball TV anime franchise for many years, has passed away. Tsuru-san gave her courage and kindness to countless people of all ages, and we sincerely pray that she rests in peace. And that's about all for today. Overall, a really good episode of Super with some badass animation and scenes. Goku continues to steal the show every time he uses this new Ultra Instinct form, but at the same time, I'm definitely ready for a break from Goku, and I look forward to the focus being shifted here to some of the other characters that are still active in this tournament. So let me know in the comments below, what did you think of Ultra Instinct Goku in this episode? What are your feelings overall on the Caulifla versus Goku fight? Who do you want to see in action in the next couple of episodes? And finally, what are your favorite Bulma moments from Dragon Ball? If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel because I have a lot of fun Dragon Ball content in the works. As always, thanks for watching, and join me next week at this very same time for a review of episode 117 of Dragon Ball Super, a grand showdown of love. The Artificial Humans versus Universe 2. Hiromi Tsuru, thank you for everything, and we'll never forget you.